All right, everybody. Welcome to EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator giveaway. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay on YouTube and Telegram, and we'll jump right in. All right, yeah, it sounds like we're coming through. All right, guys, let me go ahead and pull up Detonator. All right, here we are, guys. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties, running a little late today. It's been a really productive day. We were in meetings all day. I'll give you guys some alpha on that as we go forward. But for those of you that are new, welcome. This is EMP.Money. We do this every single day, and we're going to start off with Detonator. So our protocol overall is a seigniorage protocol, and what that means is we are pegged to the price of Ethereum. 4,000 to 1, and we're able to achieve really high APR or earning potential on Ethereum because we use controlled inflation. So for those of you again that may be new, I can get more into that after Detonator of what the protocol is, but essentially EMP is fractionalized Ethereum, just like Satoshis are fractionalized Bitcoin. EMP is fractionalized ETH, and we have about just over $11 million in liquidity. Half of that is actual Ethereum, and so not only is the math supportive of being pegged to Ethereum, but with that much liquidity, it also backs up and hardens the ETH price. So we've seen a little bit of pullback today, and over the last few days we had some parabolic growth, but we're still looking really healthy. And again, we got rejected. Bitcoin got rejected as well as ETH, so we had a little bit of a drop today. And if Ethereum goes down, then so does EMP. So there may not be as much selling as the charts show, because it will go down if ETH goes down. But we're still well above peg. We're still killing it. So there's no reason to not be excited. And again, we want to educate the community on how to be good actors and continue to profit in the protocol. So this is Detonator. It's our daily ROI contract. You can deposit EMP LP and you get 365% return on that LP. With this, you also are able to win the daily largest prize, which again right now is about $15,000. We'll see if that holds up. But if you're the top depositor of the day, you will receive our reward, which is 1% of the overall pool, which is 333 LP, about $33,000. So not only does the top depositor get that, but also a random lottery winner will receive that as well. So if you're depositing in the contract or compounding, you will receive tickets to be eligible for the lottery. So that's a Detonator overall. I don't know if we have some of our VIPs in here. Bull, are you around?
Of course, I'm always lurking.
I know. I don't even know why I ask anymore. You're always my wingman in here. So.
Yeah, AJ, how's your day going today, man?
Good, brother. We've been busy as hell. I'm getting tired here. We've had a lot of good meetings. I can't wait to give you guys the alpha after this. But yeah, man. How about you? I know you've been helping out in the chat. Anything you want to say today?
Well, everybody's a winner here at EMP. Of course, special winners, winning the two winners winning the lottery today. But moving forward, we always see good community engagement here. Couch gets everybody pumped up for the peg dance. Looks like he's got a bunch of lieutenants now that really participate in the peg dance, and so. I think there's a push here to get people in VIP that are really active in the community because like you guys said, there's going to be some alpha at some point for these VIP guys and gals that are really helping educating the community, getting them pumped up for the peg dance, keeping them kind of in check and in balance so that we know that we can't be on a never-ending peg wave. It'd be great, but the great thing about the community here is everybody is really educated themselves, and even when we see like a big sell-off of EMP, nobody cares anymore. It's expected, and everybody's cool, calm, and collected. And when the new people come in, we got people basically jumping out of windows to teach them how to do things, and telling them what the peg dance is, and what EMP is all about, what the community is all about, what your team is all about, and of course what the project in general, all the great things we have here. So I couldn't be more excited and proud to be a part of such a great community. And like I've told, like I've probably said this a number of times, like I've been in this space a long time and I never felt like ever participating in any community because frankly, there was just so much negativity and give me this and give me that. And, the community is the complete opposite here. It's how much can they give? I mean, how well can they, teach somebody, without any expectation of anything, just, everybody wants to be helpful and kind and funny. And, it's a great place to be.
Absolutely, Bull, no doubt, brother. And you're part of that community. All of us are. I mean, that's what again has made us so special, and we're seeing that live in action. I mean, we've had some incredible growth over the last 2 or 3 days. The Telegram's blowing up, the Discord is blowing up, and people are learning. I mean, we're making new friends. We're happy to have them, and we're teaching them, how to be good actors. And like Bull said, the peg with seniors protocols, the peg is determining, how much the boardroom is printing. But that's not the end all be all. I mean, we have over 10 different ways to earn in the platform. And, eventually we may get closer to peg from where we are now. But if you have a long-term vision, that's really all that matters because the next wave, again, we stabilize and get ready for the next wave. And then, EMP and ETH climb to new all-time highs. So yeah, it's definitely an ebb and flow. But again, if you have a long-term mindset, then you're gonna make it. This is not a pump and dump or a coin that an NFT or a meme coin that you just hope somebody buys it from you at a higher price. This is creating actual passive income through again controlled inflation. So, all right, awesome guys. The pool balance is looking really good. We have just under 3 minutes left. We're at 33,400 LP and climbing. That's already a new record in terms of LP. That's $3.3 million in dollar value. Again, Ethereum had a pullback today, so the dollar value is not an all-time high, but the LP balance is an all-time high. And really, when you do the math, you really want to calculate your LPs because, again, the more LP that you accumulate, the more, potential you have to make because ETH is going to go up and down in dollar value, but if you can hoard more LP, then you're going to be in a really great position. So, all right, we have about 2 minutes left. I'll do a 1 minute warning and then a 30-second countdown.
And just remember, everybody, there's not a better ETH play in crypto. This thing is pegged solid to ETH, and liquidity and TVL keeps growing. The community is like a sharp-edged weapon, just ready to slay anything in its path.
Hey,
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead, Couch. Yeah.
AJ, welcome back.
Thank you, brother.
Hey guys, yes. Hey guys, just want to mention that no one say anything about the daily burst. It's going up. Everyone complains when daily burst is going down, but right now we have to celebrate too because daily burst has been going up for the last 2 or 3 days.
Yes, brother, I love it. Yes, Couch. I'm gonna mention that after the rollover for sure. For those of you
Yeah,
that don't know about daily bursts, we're gonna dive right into that too. But yeah, bro, it's funny how it works like that, right? But it's
yeah,
all good, man. We again
Yeah,
we make adjustments and changes on the fly to make this the best protocol out there. So all right, guys, we
I appreciate it,
under
boss.
yeah, brother, absolutely, couch. All right, we have under 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown. Again, make sure you're compounding. Um, and you want to compound more than you claim as well, so that you're always not hitting your max payout, and get your last minute tickets. So here we go, 30 seconds, and let's keep an eye out for a snipe. 152 is the current leader. We'll see if that holds up. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Here we go. Good luck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see if 152 holds up. I think
I
it
think
might
so.
have.
It's a good number.
Yeah, it was. That was a nice snipe. Let's see. Yep.
It did, according to the website.
Yep, I think everything did. It went through. So yeah, nice. Congrats to them. No last minute sniper, but 152 is still a very strong entry. And wow, there you go. Another. We already have 153 tomorrow. So I don't know if they meant to do that, or again, that's the risk that you take if you try to snipe too late. The
He
LP
was,
will be applied to the next
yeah, he
day.
was late.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was
So
late.
yeah. So
Hey, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
just
Go ahead, Couch.
want to mention really quick. I want to shout out to Cetis and Simon and Dante and Paulus and Mario and Stinky and MR. Those guys are killing it in terms of peg dances. Way, way, above there. So thank you guys because they keep peg dancing 24/7, man. So I appreciate it, guys.
I love it, brother. Yeah, no doubt. So Couch initiated the peg dance. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's every time around our epoch. So every 6 hours, we all are in the chat partying. We send out a bunch of gifts. And again, it's a really great time. And if you get a little overwhelmed, then Discord might be a better spot for you. But if you like to party late at night and see a bunch of funny stuff while we celebrate the boardroom printing, then Telegram is where it's at. So yeah, Couch, absolutely, man. And shout out to all the new help over on Discord as well. I know Red One and some others, Charlie, have been really helpful in Discord, as well as our main admin machine. So yeah, appreciate all you guys. So all right, let me go ahead and pull up my let me go ahead and get rid of my desktop here. Um, and we'll go right into questions. Again, just to recap, we had about another 700 LP enter detonator within the last 20 minutes, and we're at new all-time highs yet again. We've grown by another about 40 users today, and detonator continues to grow, and detonator is very, very powerful. So we always suggest to build your EMP ETH LP in the farms first. But after that, you definitely want to try to get a position in Detonator to be able to earn passively. So again, not financial advice, but all right. Let me pull up my questions and we'll jump right into it. One moment.
You could mention daily bursts as long as you're on the detonator, AJ.
Yeah, so that's a great point. Let me pull it back up.
Sorry, I was 5
Yeah,
seconds too late.
yeah, no, that's fine, brother. We got it. So, all right, if you guys look down here, you can see my mouse. The daily burst in the bottom right. So, Bull, do you want to give a quick?
You got a note.
Yeah.
You got a notepad showing, so.
All right, yeah, I pulled it down. All right, yeah, that's all right. Nothing you guys are gonna see. That's just my notes for today. So, yeah, brother. So there's the daily burst. Now, Bull, do you want to go over real quick, uh, what that is, and then I can elaborate?
Sure. So the daily burst is basically just your share of what's in the detonator, and we're going to see that go up and down over time, just like any market goes up and down. So as Couch mentioned previously, don't complain when it's going down. And if you do complain when it's going down, make sure that you celebrate when it's going up, and be equally vocal, so that we're aware of your position. But truly, it's always gonna, it's like any market or a wave. It's gonna go up and down, and it is basically an estimate of how much LP you're gonna get paid in a day. If you're in the Telegram channel, you can hit /burst, and there's a nice explanation from Josh 2.0 that's written really well. So that probably elaborates a lot better than I can articulate. And so just simply put, it's kind of your piece of the pie. And the good thing is like I said, it will go up and down. There will be times where you're going to question, like, well, why is my share shrinking? But if your share is actually shrinking, it means that the pool is growing at a pretty healthy clip. There was some adjustments. I don't know how long ago were those adjustments to the 5% tax that got removed. Probably maybe 10 days ago, 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, about 10 days, and that's been dramatically helping. Again, I mean, you wouldn't think 5% is a lot, but yeah, so, and yeah, Bull, I appreciate the overview. Couch, you want to add to that, bro, and then I can elaborate, or?
Yes, yes. People, please keep in mind that when you see your daily burst, that number is after tax. Okay, so you don't need to do any calculation at all. The number that you see there, if you claim, that is what you get. Then if you compound, you need to add 20% to it. Okay, so I did the math and it's working 100% right. So, and I think 10 days ago, AJ eliminated the 5% tax when you claim. So that also is added to your daily burst, because remember, it's after tax. So right now it's like well, still 20%, I'm sorry, but then if you compound, it's zero tax, which is you have 20% back, which is more when you compound. But remember, it's after tax. Okay.
For sure. Awesome, brother. Yeah. And so, yeah, guys, daily burst is again, your minimum LP that you are expected to get. And again, we guarantee 365% return. It doesn't necessarily mean that we guarantee the 1% per day. But it actually is working out to be more than that, and it has been, because what it also doesn't account for is the instant reward. So it's impossible for us to do a UI based on what may or may not happen. Because again, if you're in Detonator, all of these whales that deposit, 6% of whatever they deposit is distributed amongst everybody in Detonator. So you could potentially get another 0.2 or 0.3% a day just from that alone. So again, there was some FUD. I don't want to say FUD, but there was some discussion earlier about, man, all I'm doing is compounding, and, my daily burst is just going down. Well, that's a really good sign, because it means that our pool balance is growing. And again, I mean, I would much rather have my daily burst go down if that means I'm able to actually realize the gains in Detonator, rather than not having enough pool balance to pay out. So again, it's all about perspective. I just want to bring that up because the math is working incredibly well now that we do not tax compounding. And again, the idea is to do things responsibly, and that is with either a 5-2 strategy or a 6-1 strategy. And what that means is you compound more than you claim. Again, we all want to take profits. We want you to take profits, but we want you to take profits responsibly. So that means only claiming once or twice a week. And then not only does that keep the pool balance growing, but it also allows you to build a bigger LP position and a bigger daily burst over time. So again, those are just some strategies we want to encourage, not financial advice, but if all of us do that, this contract can go on for a very, very, very long time. So, all right, anything else about Detonator before I move on? All right, I can't see if anybody has their hands up. If you do have questions about Detonator, feel free to ask towards the end. So, All right, let me pull up my screen again. Give me one moment.
Hey, AJ.
Oh, yep, go ahead, Kurt. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I have something to say, but not yet. There was a comment right now about says, can you go over the ranking and how you increase your position? That's in the Telegram about since we're still on Detonator.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for the heads up. All right, let me pull up ranking. All right, so this is our leaderboard. Again, it's based on what you have deposited in the pool. So some of the wallets in the top are actual team wallets. The wallet I show on the live AMAs is number 2 right now. That's a treasury wallet. And yeah, so we continue to help build the pool with that. If that wallet wins the lottery, then the lottery basically goes back to all of you. As well as some of our other team wallets. So yeah, I mean, the leaderboard is determined based on how much you've deposited in the pool, divided by the overall LP in the pool. So, and again, your share percentage, that's what that comes from. And if you get a larger portion of the pool, then whale taxes start to apply. So you can see in our white paper that again it prevents larger whales from getting in and manipulating the withdrawal process to get a bigger chunk, because the larger your share, the more whale tax you pay. And all of our taxes are just applied to the time it takes to ROI. They're not actually taking away your investment. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense with ranking. Was there anything specific about ranking, Kurt?
It really wasn't my question. I just saw it in the Telegram channel, so
Okay.
I'm not sure if that answered it.
All right. If not, let me know, guys. All right. Let me pull up my other questions.
There are a couple people with their hands up that I'll unmute. So
Yep. Go ahead.
go ahead, Crypto Addict. Crypto Addict, are you there?
Oh, nope, no more Crypto Addict. All right. If you come on, feel free. We'll let you on. Who else? Bull? Anybody else with their hand up?
Greg Schultz was up. He's one of the a newer guy, but active participator in the AMAs now. So
yeah, no, I know.
Hopefully he's around.
I remember that name for sure. Greg, how are you, man?
I'm just having fun with you guys. I'm all right, man. Thank you. I just hey, is it okay to ask a question that kind of references other DeFi projects? Because that's just I'm coming from
Yeah, yeah,
selling,
for sure, brother.
So
So
it's all
yeah,
about dripping out.
Your volume is really low, Greg.
What's up?
yeah, we can barely hear you, brother.
Okay. Let me. And actually, I'm using my earbuds, so let me bring. Is the mic? Is it better now? I have the mic closer to my mouth.
A little bit. We can hear you. It's all right, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. So I am curious if anyone has asked about like maybe using the detonator in a similar manner as some people use drip garden on Animal Farm, which is, I mean, the way I usually use drip garden is I compound most of the time. I claim once a week, and then when the farms are back up and again, I just deposit that LP token reward directly into that farm to earn pigs. That way, for me, I don't want to like break apart that LP token, because I don't want to like make the liquidity a little more shallow and soften that price floor on drip. I'm also involved in drip. So in a similar manner, like, have you heard people, or has anyone used Detonator in a similar manner? Like, it's just kind of a source of more income to ultimately place into the farms.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, no,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're again, you've been here for 2 or 3 days, but you're already on to next level strategies, bro. So yeah, for those of you that maybe new and don't know what Greg is speaking about. So a similar protocol has a similar mechanic. Again, I'm not here to compare what's better and what's not. We have much love for Forex. I think Drip Garden implemented a multiplier, in my opinion, a little too soon, which is why you're seeing a lot of dilution right now. And we did things a little different when it comes to the detonator. So again, I'm not here to compare, but I think that again, detonator's its own thing, and we've used a lot of different mechanics to make it the best that it can be. So with that being said, yeah, it is the same sort of mentality that you would use in Drip Garden, where you would basically withdraw your LPs, and rather than taking profit in LP, which is fine. I mean, again, because it's LP, if you break the LP, half of that is already Ethereum. So you're more than welcome to use that Ethereum as profit without having to dump EMP, or put that EMP into a node, or save it for when you have fresh capital to make more LP later. But yeah, I mean, your strategy is brilliant. I mean, you can basically withdraw the LP from the farm. From Detonator and go right into the farm. So I know, Couch, are you there, bro? I think that's your strategy or one of them, right,
Yes.
brother? Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Greg. Greg knows because I saw his name on the Drip Network TG, so I think it's the same because the name is the same. So yeah, so I recognize your name from there. So, but Greg, yes, basically the same way. I am not in the garden, but I am in the network. The same thing. Instead of drip, here we have an LP, but the same strategy apply 100%. Okay.
Yeah, and I like that you kind of you have all these options to kind of, I don't know, help your platform kind of make sense to people that are coming from, different projects. Like some people might have just been really into nodes and they see a node, oh, this is something I'm familiar with, and likewise people that are into drip or drip garden, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know, like it. You almost like
Hey, I don't want to
set an
interrupt you
analogy,
guys.
right?
Can I interrupt you
Yeah.
guys?
You can
Yeah,
interrupt with your news.
I think you were
Hey,
supposed to
man,
speak
I am
first, so-
unbelievably stoked. My girlfriend's on the way over. She doesn't really get involved in crypto stuff, but so I just wanted to kind of interrupt you guys and just say, man, I am so with everything that happened today, this is amazing.
Awesome, brother.
Tell everybody why.
Yeah, what you want to enlighten us? Crypto addict? Go ahead, bro.
So, I mean, I'm just talking about, with the other things that most of us are invested in, that kind of news. But I've been focusing, I'm hyper focused in winning the lottery. So what I've been doing, just for those of you who out there that think is not possible, all I've been doing is instead of trying to focus on the fact that I can't invest and win the largest deposit, which is a great way to win, by the way, I've just been buying the max tickets per day and I've got that sitting in my farm. So I put a lot of money into the farm, and I've been keeping enough aside. So 7.5 LP per day is what I've been putting in addition to compounding. So
amazing.
Anyway,
so you're so
He's
excited.
happy
Yeah, you're so excited.
because he won.
Go ahead, Couch. Yeah.
He's
Yes.
excited because he won today.
I know, that's
He won
what
today.
I was gonna say. Nobody knew that. If you're on YouTube, you don't even know what's going on. So Crypto Addict won the lottery today, right, brother? Go ahead.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I didn't even know it. So I pulled out 7.5 out of my Emp Ether farm and pulled it over, and I compound. I put 7.5, hit compound, and I was looking at my numbers to see, because I always like to watch it go up, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I on the right? Do I have the right account? I mean,
Yeah.
how do I have what? I was freaking out. I was like, what? And then somebody in the chat said, congratulations. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I scrolled down to see my address. I'm like, oh, that was me. Holy crap.
Amazing, brother. Well, yeah, man, congrats. I can hear it in your voice. You're excited, and yeah, man, that's what it's all about. You've been here from pretty much day one, and it just goes
From
to
day
show,
one.
yeah, from day one, literally. Yeah, totally. So, and it shows that,
Anyway,
you stick with it, brother, and good things can happen, man. So, congrats. Enjoy some time with your girlfriend, and give her the good news, man. That's amazing.
oh, she's gonna
Yeah,
be stoked.
yeah,
She's gonna want to invest. I know it.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, great. You guys have a great night. I'm gonna take off, man. Emp to the moon. No, I'm not Emp to the moon. Ethereum to the moon, and Emp will follow.
Yeah, brother. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah. All right, Crypto Addy, good deal. So yeah, guys, there you
Bye.
go. I mean, he's been consistent all along. It only takes one ticket to win. We 2 days ago we had a newcomer again that literally had 4 tickets and they won the lottery. So the lottery is really 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 powerful. And again, I hate to even call it a lottery. It's more of a giveaway because there's no loss. I mean, you're not really buying into a pool that there's losers. Everybody's a winner because you still get credit for your deposit. So this is just the icing on the cake, and the more you build your LP, the more chances you have to win. So yeah, do you want to say something, Couch? Sorry, I didn't know if I cut you off.
No, no,
Oh, all right, awesome, brother. So all right,
no, no.
guys, yeah.
Technically, I think we should go back to Greg. He was saying something.
Yep, go ahead, Greg. I know we cut you off a little bit, so go
Oh,
ahead,
no
bro.
worries, man. In fact, actually, I think you brought on that guy first, and I think he's just stepped away. So it's all good.
Yeah, he was
Um,
excited.
yeah, yeah. Actually, I think you were out yesterday, AJ. So I just wanted to kind of relay something I mentioned yesterday,
Yeah, please.
and which is also kind of to any other newbies that happen to be listening in. I actually really like that you started implementing that whole raise hand mechanic in the Telegram voice chats. It actually makes it a lot more approachable and a lot more, I don't know, I don't want to say the word like non-intimidating, but I don't know, like there can be something about you guys are really tight knit, and if I'm new, and if everyone has this mute button, then I'm a mute button, then I'm kind of afraid of cutting someone off by accident. And
For
I
sure,
don't know,
brother.
just having that mechanic just kind of it makes it all the more accessible. So honestly, for any newbies who are listening, this is like the friendliest group of devs I've ever encountered in the DeFi space. If you have questions, it's not a dumb question. It is a legitimate question. We're all supposed to be working together and welcoming new folks and demystifying this whole decentralized finance thing to kind of bring more people into the fold and such. It benefits all of us, and the team here really has adopted a really friendly, open attitude in that regard. So no, there are no dumb questions. We're all kind of learning here together. So
For sure,
I'm
brother.
not a I'm not a special newbie. I'm just a newbie. Anyone else can just hop on in here, let your voice be heard. So that's it.
No, that's awesome feedback, brother. Yeah, and again, as we grow, again, we're gonna continue to do this. I run the AMAs most of the time, but I know yesterday the community did it, and again, I mean, we'll have other team members lead the AMAs because maybe you learn something different from some other people. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is that we are all in it together, and that we can again help each other even outside of the dev team. It's about building this whole community, and I've seen it in action, from day one, and it's only getting better. So, and speaking of community, so we from time to time, we will open up our VIP group, and the EMP VIP group is a vetted group where you can submit your wallet address and your Telegram name, so that again we can reward those of you that have been great actors and been helping. And we opened up that submittal process for the next 24 hours. So check the pinned messages in Discord and on Telegram. And if you think you apply, or you think you qualify, definitely send us the form, fill out the form. It's a Google form, and we'll follow up with you directly. And again, and if you're new and you haven't been around, you may not have enough history. Don't get discouraged. Every few weeks, at least once a month, we open up the VIP membership for submittal. So again, if you make yourself a good actor in the community, we're always watching, and those VIPs are rewarded heavily for doing the right thing. So, for instance, tonight we'll be able to post an opportunity in the VIP on a new project that we are endorsing, and part of that project, the revenue will go back to buying EMP off the market. So we'll announce our involvement publicly after the VIPs have the first opportunity. But it's stuff like that that really, again, not only are we providing an opportunity within EMP, but we're also providing an opportunity to profit outside of EMP and bring those profits back home to EMP. So we're really building an entire ecosystem. And again, it's a project that we have vetted. We know the devs. We like what we see, and you can get behind it with a little more confidence rather than just some random project that pops up. So yeah, make sure you guys are submitting to that. What else? I had a very interesting meeting today. This is some alpha. We may or may not be working with a really well-respected player in the ecosystem. They are a top 25 crypto project, and we had a preliminary meeting with them today, and that's potential to be enormous for us if we can put it together. So more partnerships in the works. Again, every day I'm emailing all of my connections to try and get us where we want to be. So that's really exciting. We have some new articles coming out as well. We're working with a PR firm to get us into some major crypto platforms as well as traditional finance and have coverage of EMP. So about 2 weeks ago, we had an amazing article in 𝘕𝘩𝘪𝘴, and so we're going to be exploring more options like that as well. So, all right, that really updates a lot of the news. Does anybody have any more questions? I can take questions.
I've got
Yeah,
I've
go
got
ahead.
something, AJ.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, thanks. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that the other day I created a video. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. I'm not a YouTube guy, generally speaking, because I saw the need that I felt was not completely addressed in the academy, although the academy is where you want to be for sure. But for those that are brand new to this, like I was when I first started, this was my first real DeFi project, and I didn't even know what an LP token was. If that's you, you might want to check out this video that I made. So far, it's only been up for a day, but I'm getting some really positive feedback, and it makes me feel really good that I can do something to help the community. You can always type in the chat /LP to get the link to it, but I'll put it in right after I stop talking. And I just wanted to thank you, AJ, for having some faith in me and letting me do that and taking a look at it and blessing it. And hopefully it will continue to be something that people can get some value out of. So that's what I wanted to say.
Absolutely, Kurt. No, brother, I'm so happy for you, bro. Again, whatever we can do to support you, and we support those that support us. So again, we get caught up in a lot of the minutia and forget, that simple videos for some newcomers could be really helpful. We're gonna add those to our EMP Academy as well. But yeah, if any of you, do coverage of EMP, shoot me a DM, and we're always happy to help share your YouTube channel. And yeah, Kurt, send me a PM as well. We run an unofficial bounty program, and I forgot to send you some EMP. So yeah, brother, shoot me a DM, and we'll take care of you, brother. So yeah, again.
Oh, well, that's incredibly generous. I wasn't expecting that. I'm just happy to really help the community. We've had this run right now with the boardroom, and just amazing. And I just couldn't be more thankful to be a part of this project and have made some good friends already, and some people who, know a lot more than me, including yourself, have just been so generous. So I really, really appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, man, we're happy to have you, bro. So awesome. All right, guys, there you go. I mean, anybody can get involved. Don't be shy, and you can help others. Even if you think what you're doing may not have a mass appeal. If you can help one person, it's all worth it. So, all right, I think we have a special guest in the house. Let me see if he's available. I heard he was feeling a little under the weather. Jonathan, are you around?
I think he's raising his hand.
There it is. All right, sorry. I had to figure out how to unmute you. You're there, Jonathan. Go ahead, brother.
AJ, you run a masterclass.
What's up, my bro? Oh, thank you, man. I try, man.
Bro,
how are you feeling, man?
I'm still super sick. I'm in the Philippines. I'm in a hotel room in a city I don't know anything about, but I'm still focused in on all that's happening in DeFi and just watching, obviously what's happened with Animal Farm, what's happened with Drip Community, and how they're communicating with their investors is night and day to what you're doing with your community. The idea of rewarding good actors on your protocol is super interesting to me, and how you're going to implement that with the Google Sheet.
For sure, brother.
It's just so many good ideas, and the way you're executing, the way you're owning it, the way you're communicating. It's just, you're running a masterclass, and that's why I think people need to be very careful who they claim is mighty leader. Okay. Using the term mighty leader is a very interesting term for someone who constantly is creating buzz and then letting the community down, saying we're 100% ready and then it not being ready, overlooking things that shouldn't be overlooked. So all that to say, great job on giving leadership to what a healthy DeFi community can look like. And I'm just honestly, even though I feel like crap, you and how your integrity and the communication that you have with everybody is what's encouraging me. So thank you, man.
Awesome, brother. No doubt. Well, I'm wishing you get better ASAP, bro. Again, my thoughts and prayers are with you, bro. But I appreciate you checking in, and we always love to hear from you. And yeah, brother. I mean, we owe it to our forefathers, that have built this DeFi space. And again, much love to them. No shade. But we're really trying to do things different. And again, if that means being on AMA every night, if that means starting an academy that teaches you how to use our protocol, I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to bring all of you along with me on this journey. So yeah, bro, we're excited. And again, this is only the beginning. I mean, the boardroom has been printing, for like 14 days now, which is one of the longest runs ever. So we're firing all cylinders. Yes, there's been a pullback, but that's really healthy. And again, as long as all of us have a long-term vision, we can do some pretty incredible things together. So yeah, thanks for coming on, Jonathan. I'll hit you up later, brother, and I hope you feel better. So all right, guys, any other questions or comments? Right, MR and Don. So MR first, and then Don FOMO after that. One moment. All right, MR, go ahead. Oh, you got to unmute.
There we go. Not so much a question, just a big shout out to the EMP family, which I'm proud to be a part of.
Awesome, brother. Yes.
And big thanks especially to you, AJ. You've definitely encouraged me to want to put more capital towards a project I can see succeeded in the future. So keep doing what all you guys are doing. Big shout out to Couch. Can't express how much I love your GIFs enough. So carry on doing what you're doing, everyone. We're winning.
Awesome, brother. Hell yeah, I love hearing that. That's what keeps me going, and happy to have you here, brother. Thank you for the words of encouragement, and I'm glad that you found a home here, man. I mean, we're again, we're doing things different. We're making friends. Crypto should be fun, man. And if we're not having fun, then what's the point? I mean, we're all here to make gains. But if we can learn and we can have fun while we're doing it, then we've hit the trifecta. And yeah, those gifts or gifs, those are the party time around Peg or around the boardroom print. So yeah. All right, awesome guys. Yeah, yeah, Mark.
One
Yeah,
other thing would be
yeah. Go ahead, bro.
just want to reiterate. I'm sure you guys say it all the time, but we should prepare the new people that have come into this to go under peg, because I think it's healthy to go under peg, so that they don't freak out and, oh, I've lost all my money, you know.
For sure, brother. And yeah, as we get closer, I mean, I'll be here along the way to give updates. I mean, we're still very healthily above peg. But yeah, I mean, it absolutely may happen. I know there's a lot of whales that I've been talking to, that want to get involved in the protocol, and they're just on the sidelines waiting, for a better entry. And that brings up a really good point as well. I posted this yesterday, but again, those of you that are a little more active, I never ever suggest swing trading, but if you're looking to add more capital, a really good opportunity is around epoch. So again, every 6 hours we have an epoch. That's when the boardroom prints, and a lot of people that are either uneducated or they're just looking for a quick buck to get in and out. They end up dumping their EMP rather than putting it to use and actually making them more in the long run, which is really sad because again, if you're just selling EMP, you're actually hurting your own bags. But anyway, my point is when that happens, that's a really great opportunity for a short-term dip, to be able to buy EMP at a better rate. So again, that's some alpha for you on the live call. Try to do your buying scheduled around epochs, and it will keep us maintaining a little bit better as well. So
AJ,
yeah, go ahead, Cash.
another alpha on investing is that if you can get the EMP Ethereum LP close to 1.01 or close to 1.00, your LP will be practically bulletproof to IL.
Absolutely.
Okay, so people should know that too. So now, so if you guys are on the sideline waiting to put more money, when you see the TWAP close to 1.01, 0.99, 1.00, guys, go hard at it, because if you do your LP right there, man, your LP will be like bulletproof to IL. That's the alpha. Number two, yesterday we spoke about trust, honesty, and transparency in this project and also in the community. And what Jonathan just mentioned right now is why we have this beautiful community here around, and that's you, AJ, because you are honest and your transparency is so crystal clear, and we rather follow that type of leadership than shaky and. So we really thank you, because and Bull guys can comment more about it, but yesterday we spoke about how great you feel here, as a community member, because you feel like everything is transparent, everything is crystal clear, you communicate everything, bad news, good news, everything is just upfront, and you give people a fair chance to succeed at this project. And that's, I don't know, DeFi is not like that, AJ. That's why you are going to have a huge success in your futures endeavor, in your future projects. Okay.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot, Couch. Much love to you, brother. And yeah, guys, I mean, I come from an investor mindset myself. I know a lot, I talk about it all the time, but I was in crypto, in 2014. I went full-time crypto 2016. And just like what you guys are saying, I really appreciate it, but I wanted to do a project where, I was what I wanted to see in projects. So that's where I get it from. And again, I mean, I do excel at communication skills, but at the end of the day, it's you guys that, again, keep me going and keep the rest of the team going. And when I'm a fan of Judge Judy, and what she says, if you have if you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. So again, I always want to be transparent, and again, through the ups and the downs, as long as I am real and again transparent with all of you, I think that we can get through anything together. And the project has definitely had some ups and downs along the way, but it helps make us a stronger community. And I mean, with over 24 million, 25 million TVL, we got to 30 million TVL. I mean, we're doing it. I mean, that's again one of the largest algo projects on BSC already, let alone what we can evolve into. So yeah, guys, again, I really appreciate the support, but just know that I'm here to help us all grow. And if we can do it through EMP or through just educating DeFi overall, that's one of my major goals. So, all right, awesome, guys. What else? Anybody else have some questions? Let me see. Um, here's a few. I have some in Telegram, and then if any of you want to raise your hands as well, you can jump on. So, why did eShare launch at such a high price? So yeah, the all-time high of eShare is like 150 grand, and the reason that is because when eShare launches, there is zero liquidity. So again, there was like one eShare in existence, and the entire platform was FOMOing into eShare at that early time, and that's what shoots it up to insanely high numbers. So that's why algo projects really aren't the best to chart, because again, there's a lot of outliers in the beginning that don't really reflect what happened. So again, the spike in the beginning is purely based on low liquidity, but now we have massive liquidity, and we'll have a steady growth from there. So, all right, let me see. Any other questions? Will the pancake migration affect creating EMP LPs? No, it shouldn't. You just will be able to have LPs on uh, whatever. Again, if they migrate over, the LP will live on layer 2 or layer 3 with pancake. So nothing to worry about there. All right, I think that's about it on what I see in Telegram. Let me jump over to Detonator. Oh, let me actually, Crypto Pride, let me unmute you, brother. All right, Crypto Pride, go ahead.
A quick question: are there any plans to update the referral program?
So yeah, we give 3% flat on all Detonator deposits, on deposits only. We don't have any plans to update that at the moment. It's just a straight referral because again, referrals can be really tricky and lead to liquidity leaks where it dilutes everybody else. So the short-term answer is no, but there may be other ways that we incentivize um, referrals with new contracts or other ways of earning. So does that help, Crypto Prod?
Yep, I was just thinking because like a lot of programs you have to pay like a token to get referrals for your downline or anything like that. And I was thinking, well, if EMP had like could use that as like a utility, if you had a certain amount of EMP in your wallet for referrals.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it internally, but it adds a whole nother element to again the ecosystem. We're already pretty complex as it is, and we don't really want to be, referrals are important for our growth, but we don't want to overly incentivize referrals either. I think a lot of platforms are a little bit too generous. And that's why you can see some of these platforms starting to die off because and again, no shade to you, brother, but a lot of the big YouTubers get in, they have a massive following, and then it drains their contract. So yeah, bro, I'd rather reward you in other ways for promoting us than incentivizing more of a referral program. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. And thank you for all the support, man. All right, awesome. All right, what else? Oh, I did want to bring something up as well. So we are in the process of updating some of our UI, and with that, we are going to have our new UI. We have an amazing and epic, one of the most epic videos I've ever seen for a project of our new UI teaser. So it's like a cinematic trailer of what our UI will be. Some major alpha coming this weekend. So stay tuned for that. It'll be either Saturday or Sunday, and we'll do a full launch party around that video. So get ready to see our new UI. And with that, we're also tweaking our current UI, and we're going to update the auto vaults. It's still directing to 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠 because we didn't want to get rid of the link and then people say, well, where did my LP go? I can't find it. Now we have a bunch of FUD around that. So we are going to update the auto vault link to include both Beefy and 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠. We have over $2 million now in 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠, and that's amazing. We love 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠. We appreciate all that. But if we had that in Beefy, we would be getting the attention of a lot larger projects. So if you have your LP in 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠, I would highly recommend migrating some of that over to Beefy, just for an advertising purpose. Again, if you're looking to pull your LP in and out a lot, I would suggest staying in 𝘰𝘩𝘢𝘯𝘠 because the fees are slightly lower going in and out of the pool. But if you're more long-term, Beefy is where it's at, and we really need to get our TVL up over on Beefy. And auto vaults are just so powerful for the protocol. So I don't know, Couch or Bull, you guys want to talk about why auto vaults are important?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Bull, go ahead.
Well, so I think this answers Greg's question too from earlier. He had something in regards to this, but it can both help, cell pressure, or because it's going to be buying EMP, so it's going to protect the peg over there. It's a good advertising mechanism, as AJ just mentioned. It's a good product for people who maybe don't want to have the time to manage it because it's going to be auto compounding for you. There's a number of stories of people kind of setting it and forgetting it, and it really benefiting them. I wouldn't encourage you to forget about any of your investments, but if that's a place where you're going to forget about it for a few months, I think you'd be very happy at the end of that time period to see what it's made. And so this is just a product that is doing the compounding and the work for you, and it's a really good mechanism for especially people that want to put part of their LP over there and kind of let that digital worker do the work for you. Couch, go ahead and clean that up for me.
Okay, so if you guys follow the calculator guy, go to YouTube and check for that guy. That guy is a master in terms of profit taking. And his advice it is that you never take profit out of the platform. Once you take profit out of the platform, you put that profit into an auto compounder, and then you take profit from the auto compounder. And it's true, so it's meaning that, for example, I will explain you my case really quick. My strategy on Detonator is 5-2. I've been doing it since I compound for like 4 or 5 weeks, 100%. Now, it's been like 2-3 weeks now. I am doing 5-2, meaning 5 days compound, 2 days claim or take profit. And that's equivalent to 730, something like that. So that 30% that I'm taking from Detonator, I don't take profit out of it. I put that money into Beefy. So every day I take 30% and put it into Beefy. So now every day or every morning when I check that, it's growing really fast. And at the same time, you won because you are making more money of the money that you already make money out of it. Number two, It's helping the protocol because it's keep the buy pressure 100% on EMP. And then number 3 is a marketing tool. So it's a win-win-win strategy. And then you go there once a week or you go there once a month, take profit out of it, reinvest your EMP, do whatever you want to do, and then move forward. That's why it's so important, the auto compounders. Use Bifi because it's a prime selector and prime auto compounder. 𝘰𝘩𝘀 is good too, so nothing against 𝘰𝘩𝘀, but the leadership is recommending Bifi, so go for it. But that's the strategy around auto compounders. Okay.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you guys for clarifying. Again, now that to have different perspectives, I think it adds to the conversation. So yeah, absolutely. And again, I'm not here to give financial advice, but what we've been recommending is 10 or 20% of your overall LP that you have in farms. I would put it in an auto compounder. And again, if you're more of a passive investor, then you could definitely scale that percentage a lot more, because then you're not checking into the farms every day and having to manage your e-share. So, and again, just to recap, so what an auto compounder does, whether it's 𝘠𝘩𝘀 or Beefy or again some more alpha, I give you the alpha as I talk so that you guys stick around for the whole AMA. But we have a third platform that I'm hoping we can announce our involvement in this weekend. So that's another amazing partnership we have coming. So we'll have a total of 3 aggregators. And what they do is they take the LP and they automatically sell your e-share emissions into more LP. So again, it sells e-share, which again we always say it's healthy to take profit in e-share, and builds more EMP LP and creates constant buy pressure 24/7 on EMP, and that is very, very powerful in regards to PEG. So if we again say we had $10 million in auto compounders that is buying EMP every single second of every day, I mean, just imagine the upward price movement that we can have on EMP. So again, auto vaults are very, very underrated, and all of you should have some exposure into auto vault. And again, one of the reasons we recommend Beefy is their pools are insured, and so there was some discussion about that as well. If our protocol was hacked, and the LP had a problem, or if an exploit happens within the protocol, you have to buy insurance. It's an additional cost that is offered through Beefy. But if the exploit happens on Beefy, like an actual problem with the Beefy code, then they would put together a compensation plan, and you would have to buy additional. You would not have to buy additional insurance. So I just want to clarify that a little bit. People said, well, I have to buy the insurance. Well, that insurance is only for external exploits. If it's something that happens internally with Beefy, they would commit to doing a compensation plan, and they have billions and billions under management and have never had a problem. So again, I have a lot of confidence in them, and that's where all the big players are. So yeah, that's a little bit about auto compounders. So keep an eye out for that announcement this weekend on our third partnership. So all right, awesome. Any other questions or comments?
AJ, it's Joe.
Joe, how are you, brother? Go ahead, man.
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, no, just don't want to say anything that was already said on auto compounders. But when I started about a month ago, going on EMP, I mean, I knew what farm was from other DeFis. Detonator, I had no idea what that was. Boardroom, I thought that's maybe where VIPs met to
Yeah,
discuss stuff.
yeah, totally.
So like the whole page was a little overwhelming at first. So when I went on Telegram and Discord, I was like everybody else. I'm like, okay, I've got some money. What's the best strategy? And people stepped up and they told me compounder is a good way to start. And I checked that out and I'm like, I get it. And that's what I did. I threw money, and that was before we even had Beefy. So I put it over there on 𝘰𝘩𝘬𝘪𝘀, and it made sense because I said I can throw the LPs on there. I'm growing Ethereum, and I don't have to spend any gas. I just do the deposit, and really, it's putting it on autopilot. And the way I thought of it in my head is I'm getting paid to learn the protocol. And so I just put the money there, let it do its thing. I started reading through the contract, started reading through the telegrams, and getting up to speed. And that's when I found out about the detonator. And that detonator sucked me in hard. I love the detonator.
Yes,
And
brother.
it's definitely a little more advanced, so I don't I don't think people need to should jump in right away until they understand what it is. And the main confusion is that people don't realize that you're committing your funds to the contract. It's locked in. Um, but in return, that amazing 365% ROI is just incredible. And the fact that we are paired up there with Ethereum, I mean, you're not getting that anywhere. I actually took my Ethereum from Celsius. I think I was getting 5.5%, and the fact that I can get that in a week,
Absolutely.
which I would normally get in a whole year. So in 1 week, I get a year's worth of interest. And then you just extrapolate that out, and the numbers are insane. So for me, once I started getting comfortable, I took some of my funds out of the auto compounder. Again, cruise control, getting paid to learn. I went in because of the lottery and the largest deposit. And to me, it was like, okay, 25, 30,000 every single day. Like, how can I pass that opportunity up? So at the bare minimum, I'm like, okay, well, I need to put in around 15, 20 LPs to get that lottery ticket. And all it takes is one ticket to win. So I just kept putting money into the detonator. I kept going for the snipes. I was confused on how that worked. And then I kind of figured out later, hey, you got to, just like you said, I went in like once with just a little bit, and I heard you say on a past AMA, give it your best shot. And so that's what I did. And, I got lucky with the largest deposit. But now I have enough in the detonator that I want those 50 tickets every day. So I compound. And now, fortunately, I'm able to get those 50 tickets. And my strategy is to do that every day, take the extra and claim those, put them into the farm to earn the e-shares.
For sure.
And for e-shares, it's beautiful because I'm like, okay, what do I do to not hurt the protocol? And you guys have that solution. Easy, e-shares. I use it to refill my gas, my BNB. I used it to make more LPs and throw it back in the farm. And when we're getting close to PEG, near PEG, boom, I accumulate, throw it into the boardroom. And the boardroom has been unbelievable. And now my strategy is get as much e-shares in there. I know the price dipped a lot from all-time highs, but that just means that the farms are generating more e-shares because they're now discounted. And it's funny that we use that word because when I got in, they were, I think, $400 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
that was the floor, no doubt. So and we haven't seen anything yet. I mean, again, not to bring up other protocols, but Tomb and T-Share, I mean, it has
Yes.
3 times the amount of circulating supply that we have, and I mean, it was at 20 grand. I mean, and between 10 and 20 grand, I think they're about 5 grand right now. But yeah, I mean, and that value comes from the boardroom print, and the more people that again sell e-share and take profit, the less the less diluted the boardroom is, which makes the APR even higher. So it's really an amazing loop of money making, no matter how you look at it. So yeah, Joe, I appreciate yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's layers on layers. So yeah, from the boardroom, now I just leave it in the boardroom. I don't care about the price of the boardroom because now, you guys have got me on nodes. So now I'm addicted to nodes. It's like, this is the perfect thing if you have ADD because there's 10 ways to make money and I just jump from thing to thing. So now I'm generating all these EMPs and I'm buying nodes. So yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, new people, there's the auto vaults for you. Once you're comfortable, Detonator is really the bomb. It's awesome. And then farms are great, boardroom's great. Really, there is no winning strategy. It's really just figuring out each of the protocols and just taking action. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, brother. No doubt. Well, thank you for, your input and insight onto how you're playing the game. I think that's really helpful. And I'm glad you brought up those things in the order that you did. If you guys remember what Joe said, the last thing he talked about was the nodes. And I know there was some confusion in Telegram, and I wanted to kind of talk on that a little bit today. And nodes are really powerful. But I don't think that people should start with nodes. I know that it's very easy to relate. Single staking, you put EMP in, you put EMP out. But really, you want to prioritize building your LPs first. So EMP ETH LP is really, really powerful because that's how you earn shares and can take profits without hurting the protocol. Then, once you have enough LPs, you're happy with the e-share that you're making, then you can go into a node or go into Detonator, and then use some of that e-share profit to pair up with the EMP you're making from nodes to create more LP. Because again, if you're just coming in, you're not sure what to do, you get nodes, and then you take profit in EMP. All you're doing is not only hurting yourself because you're not earning nearly what you could be earning, but you're also hurting the protocol in the short term. So, but the beauty of nodes is that there's a 400% ROI, and then that's it. After that, your node expires. So again, a lot of other node protocols had very inferior economics where they just emitted forever. And of course, I mean, if you get a token forever and just continue to dump it, then obviously it goes to zero. So so we have a much better setup than that. And another question we had was, well, where does the EMP come from? So all of the node rewards are actually EMP that's already been minted and in the ecosystem. So it's not an inflationary model. That the nodes are self-sufficient from newcomers, new node volume, and it's not inflationary. So again, it's very healthy economically. And again, if we have to supplement the node rewards, if over a long period of time they begin to drain, then the treasury can back up the nodes. But at least 10% of every boardroom print is going directly into nodes as well. So there's always new capital feeding the node pool. And that keeps it very healthy and not a Ponzi. Everybody says, well, isn't that a Ponzi scheme? Nodes and Detonator, but no, because we're always adding fresh EMP or fresh capital into the system. So theoretically, the longer it goes on, the more rewards there are to be had. So yeah, I just want to clarify that. So hopefully that helps some of you. All right. Any other questions, comments?
Hey, Jay, could I say one thing about opportunity and kind of just tail into what Joe had said earlier?
Absolutely, Bill. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you. So, Joe made a really good point about that he didn't understand or he didn't know what the ecosystem was all about. And Joe, can you hop on 1 second and use that term that you used for the auto compounder?
The cruise control and getting paid to learn.
Yeah, that's it. Cruise control and paid to learn. And a lot of people have probably, and that is an incredible tagline. I love it.
I do too, man. I was just about to say the same thing. Everybody says play to earn. What about pay to earn? Pay to earn. I love it, brother. That could be our new.
Yeah. Put that in the.
Yeah. We'll have to give you royalties on that one, Joe. Yeah, brother, no doubt. So go ahead, Bull.
Yeah. Getting, just fantastic. And, obviously I'm a huge advocate of, getting involved in the community. And you mentioned it earlier, AJ, about this idea of, the alpha of being in the community. There's a lot of alpha, not just financial, that's in the community that you can't learn from the charts. The charts aren't going to teach you how to go in the auto compounder. They're not going to teach you all of the other mechanisms in the system. You have to be in the community to do that. And so I would encourage everybody to take the opportunity that's here before you. If you're brand new here, you're getting to participate in the peg dance, and you're probably wondering what the heck are all these gifts. It's just a celebration that we have here, and everybody around this time, there's a lot of people around to answer questions if anybody has questions. So, take advantage of the people that are here to ask your questions. Head over to the academy and learn the things there. And then, of course, look at those options of the auto compounders too, because, putting it on cruise control and having it earn for you while you're learning the system. I mean, that's a pretty incredible thing. And, that's not financial advice, not telling you to jump in and invest before you know, but I'll just tell you, like, my nephew graduates from college, and hopefully he's not listening. But we're putting his graduation money in the beefy compounder right now. So I'm really kind of interested to see what it turns into by the time we hit graduation day. And I would encourage everybody to just look at all the different parts of the system, and don't jump in if you don't understand things, but certainly take advantage of the opportunity that's here. You're early. Everybody in the community is going to be more than welcome to help you. And we literally have people jumping towards their keyboard to answer questions before the other community members can chime in, because everybody wants to help here. And it's a win-win scenario here. So for all the new people, welcome aboard. Don't be shy. Get in there and ask questions. Get on the AMA and ask questions, and just take advantage of the opportunity there that is here before you. So yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, brother, no doubt. And yeah, guys, I mean, again, for those of you on YouTube, you can't see it, but in our Telegram right now, there's about 500 gifts that are going by. So that's our peg dance. And the boardroom just printed, again, about 1,800% APR, which is just insane. So again, that's where the value of eShares comes into play. And again, those of you that are in the accumulation mindset can have a massive amount of wealth over the next months and years to come. And yeah, Bull, I'm happy to hear that about your nephew. He'll be excited about that. I know he's involved in our ecosystem as well, so that's exciting. And yeah. What else? There was something I did want to bring up. Oh, about safety. So I mentioned on my last AMA I was going to look into some of these other exploits. I know Tutum, which is a fork of Tomb, as well as Beanstalk, which is another algorithmic project. Both of those were exploited. I know a lot of other protocols have been subject to flash loan attacks lately, and I looked into both of those, and yeah, both of those are not an attack vector that we would be open to. Tutum uses a layered token approach, so they have multiple share tokens. They give rewards, and their exploit was between the arbitraging of the tokens themselves. So again, we don't have a layered approach. I've said from day one, you can listen to my old AMAs. I was never a fan of the layered approach because it creates a lot of risk and a house of cards, so to speak. So I called that from a mile away, and here we are, unfortunately, for them. And then the other thing was in Beanstalk. So they're actually a really unique protocol. I like them a lot. I like what they're doing. They're going fully decentralized, and with that, they've implemented proposals where if you own a certain majority of their share token, you can vote for different changes in the protocol. Well, unfortunately, that turned out to be a downtide, and there was a flash loan that took out enough of their share token to be a majority voter in their system, and they used that to pass a proposal that basically drained the entire platform. So both of those are something that we're not exposed to, and again, we're committed to um, looking at all the attack vectors that we have, and as we grow our treasury as well, we'll put it together a bounty program. So if any of you are out there and you're a skilled hacker or white hat hacker, we're gonna eventually have a bounty program for any attack vectors that may or may not happen. So we're well prepared, but again, the way our economics are inherently less risky from a lot of different exploits. So yeah, I just want to touch on that. So all right, any other questions or comments? I have time for about one or two more.
Mr. Pringles got his hand.
Yeah, can you unmute him, Bull? Go ahead.
Already did. Yep.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, how are you, brother? Go ahead.
Hey, no, I just wanted to say, just the way we're learning from other protocols, that's like bullish in itself, right? Like you mentioned, like you learn about how the multiplier was applied too early, and now like we're learning about how other projects are being vulnerable, and then seeing if we're vulnerable as well. That's like amazingly bullish as well. It's like we're not resting on our laurels.
For sure, brother.
I just wanted to say that, like, very reassuring as well for new people, right?
Yes, brother. I appreciate you bringing that up, and yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, again, we adapt and we overcome. We learn from what's happened, and we apply that. We don't, again, you said it perfect. We don't sit on our laurels and wait or kick the can down the road and say, oh well, we knew about that, but it'll be all right. Well, it's okay. I mean, again, I'm doxxed. People know my face. Like I take very, very seriously, the safety of the protocol. And again, when you start a crypto project, you have to be prepared to, die on the sword, so to speak, of that responsibility. So again, I'm not responsible for your investment. It's non-security. It's a piece of code on the internet. We don't own the liquidity. We didn't have a pre-sale. It's simply an economic model. But as far as leadership and building a team, I mean, we are very serious about what we've gotten ourselves into. So yeah, awesome. And again, I hope that gives all of you some reassurance. So thanks, Mr. Pringles. Appreciate you, bro. You've been around from the very beginning. So all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. We've been going for an hour and a half almost. Yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow. I should be able to make the AMA tomorrow. I may not be available on Saturday. I'm trying to do at least 5 AMAs myself during the week, and the other 2 days will be a community member. But yeah, we're going to continue moving forward, and we have a lot of good news coming this weekend. I can't wait to show the new UI and other updates as well. So, all right, guys, another awesome day, guys and gals, another awesome day at EMP, and we're happy to have you all here as we continue on this crazy DeFi path. So, all right, everybody, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.